property management and a commercial real estate broker in Central Florida. And from LkldTv in downtown Lakeland, Florida, this is Hold On, I Know This, Lakeland Live's hour of puzzles, word games, and trivia, filmed in front of a live studio audience and streamed everywhere to audiences over Facebook. I hope you can all understand me because I've been working on my benediction. Thank you, thank you. I am Benedict Heaps, and I will be your judge, scorekeeper, and the voice of absolute authority. And now, here is your host at Lakeland Live's Studio B, Nick Allred.
Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Thank you, Ben. You're awesome.
My pleasure.
Do you like... Should I? Yeah. Okay, sure. Do you like this?
Those are some sweet threads, man.
Thank you. I actually had a conversation with our executive producer yesterday, and she was talking about how MCM was actually 1990s, and I was like, wait a second. I'd do my research, and I found out that the song was actually written in 1989, but they released it in 1990. So I think it's a versatile outfit for 80s and 90s parties alike. All fine, all good.
Yeah, well done.
And it was the only ones that I already had shoes for, so had to do it. Okay, yeah, you can't really touch it anywhere other than just Party City, I think. It's the only place you can find them. So we got a great show for you guys tonight. We have 4 brilliant contestants with us. Most of them are still in the back. Some of them are on stage with us right now. Some of them are in the back actually still ordering their own DeLoreans while they wait to play our games tonight. But we're going to have only one grand prize winner, okay? So what we're going to do today, the show is all about the 80s, clearly. And because of this, I wouldn't do this there would be no other reasons. So that's what this is. So there's a lot of things about the 80s that I love. I love the 80s. I love them a lot, so much. Who else loves the 80s? 80s are awesome. There's things that I like about the 80s, like I like John Hughes movies. I like the hoverboard. And I like MTV, when MTV was still really in its prime, real good stuff. There are also things I really don't like about the 80s. Like, for instance, I hate Kimmy Gibbler. Side ponytails. Yes, it is. I hate them equally and individually. And hipster glasses, which I actually found out there are hipster glasses everywhere now, yeah. Which I want to destroy all of them. I want to melt them down into nothing and make small, like, little toys out of them or something, like collectibles, like Star Wars toys. Always. Okay, so also we have a special guest with us. Everyone give a round of applause for our special guest. We have tonight from Mayhem in the AM and Talk 1430 and 96.7, we have Christopher Rhoden, who is on with us tonight. He's going to join us a little bit later in the show for a Hold On I Know This challenge. And this is the hottest jacket I think I own. Just letting you know. And everyone at home on Facebook, thank you for watching. And I do encourage everyone to play at home as well. And the person who answers the most questions correct will get a shout-out from Ben or me or both of us or him at the end of the show. But let's get started, guys. Let's do this. We're going to start with a game about our favorite things from the 80s. But first, let's meet our contestants. First, we have Craig. Craig, how do you pronounce your last name?
Mazdahi.
Mazdahi. I love it. I think they like you. And you are a senior implication consultant at Ramp Systems, Inc. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And your opponent... No, go for it. It's fine. You started already. Roll these suckers up. And your opponent is Tosh Sargent. You are a songwriter, composer, educator, and a musician. You pretty much play music.
Yes, that's all I do.
Welcome. Give it up to Tosh. Now, before we start, Tosh, you did tell us that you actually got your master's in Ireland.
Ireland, yes, I did.
I'm saying Ireland this time. Because, Ben, how do you say Ireland?
It's different. Yeah, you want to say Ireland.
Island.
Yeah, you want to kind of...
That's the correct way to do it. I'm wrong. Do it again.
Island.
Island. Now I have an accent now. Okay, so awesome. That's cool. That's awesome. I presume you got that in music. Is that right?
Yes, music composition.
And you actually are part of a local Lakeland band.
Yes.
In Lakeland named Fount.
Fount. Yes.
Fount. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We are a little 8-piece folk Americana band that you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You're really distracting me right now.
Well, I told everyone no flash photography, and look at me.
Yeah, look at you. But yeah, check us out. We've got a show tomorrow at Crazy Cup in Plant City.
Cool.
It's free,
awesome.
which it's going to be fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So, yeah,
wow, cool.
Check us out.
That's
It's
fantastic. I know I've seen you
F-O-U-N-T.
in what?
Fount.
Yeah, so like the beginning of fountain, but without the N.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you once here, and that was awesome. It was an awesome show. You guys should definitely check it out when you can. It's amazing. So before we start, we wanted to get that from you, and I wanted to know what if you could have anything come back from the 80s, what would you wish could come back and stay forever and ever?
Easy. Monster Squad.
Monster Squad? Monster Squad.
See,
I don't know what that is.
That movie? The Monster Squad?
Tell me more about it. I want to know more.
It's a group of kids try to fight Dracula from taking over the world.
That sounds awesome. I'm down. I'm down for that. That's awesome.
Frankenstein is on their side.
Well, you would need him on your side
point.
because if he's not, then you're in trouble.
They'll remake it at some point, I'm sure.
They'll remake it. It'll be
We're
a
going
reboot.
through everything.
There'll be a reboot at some point.
It won't
I'm
be
pretty
as good,
sure.
but that's all right.
Should I put my ears underneath it? Oh no, I won't do that. Anyway, and Craig, what is something that you wish would never come back from the 80s, ever? Yeah. Like mine's Kimmy Gibbler. I think she was the worst part of that show. She was. I hated her.
That
so
outfit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel you right now because it's like a furnace inside these jackets. So it's like, it's
definitely hot.
Okay, so now the first of you to win 2 games will move on to the final round at the end of the show, and our first game is titled
This, That, or the Other.
So in this game, this is a category round where I will say something and I need you to answer with the category that thing would fit into. Okay? Does that make sense? Sort of? Ben,
Sure,
can we get
yeah, let's do it.
Let's get the categories real quick.
All right, well, sticking with the theme of the 80s, our categories are yoga poses, hairstyles, or dance moves. Yes.
Those are good ones, right?
Those are good ones.
You would be surprised at how weird they get. So good. Great. Now, does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, we're going to buzz in for this round. If you're wrong, your opponent will be able to steal for the points, and the winner will be that much closer to joining us in the final round at the end of the show. Now, number 1. You ready? Thumbs on buzzers. Supine twist. Tosh?
Dance.
No.
Ah!
Craig, you want to steal?
Yoga poses?
Yoga poses is right. Yes. Next, the worm. Josh?
That one's a dance.
There you go. That's right.
I'm just going to answer
Reinvention
dance
right
the
there.
whole time.
The famullet. Did anyone have that? Or did that? Or wore that?
Was hair a category? I don't even remember now. Was it hair?
Yes, hair is a
was
category. You want to go with hair?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go with hair.
Hair's right. Hairstyle, that's right. Lotus. Greg?
Yoga pose?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Ah.
Can you imagine that as a hairstyle, though? Oh.
Yeah.
I had it earlier. I cut it off.
The lotus.
Yeah. Next is the running man.
Hair.
No.
No?
That's wrong. I tricked you! I didn't think it would fall for that. Man.
Would that be a dance move?
That is a dance move.
There you go.
This is me standing up straight. Okay. This is hard. Okay, so the robot. Tosh!
That is a dance move.
That is a dance move!
Yes, all right.
I know you're joking with the hairstyle.
No, it was totally serious. Running Man.
He's so funny.
It was a
Next.
mohawk, right?
Yeah, it was all of them. It was a trick question. It was all of them. Next is the full wheel. The full wheel. Josh?
It doesn't exist. That's not a thing.
I found it on 4 different websites.
No. Was one of them Wikipedia? Because that doesn't count.
No, I know. That is not a legitimate source of information. I know that. That was the 5th one. Anyway, so what's your answer?
C.
C? What were what order were they in?
3.
I don't
Number
know.
3.
3?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I think his answer then is hairstyle?
Hairstyle? No. The full wheel? No.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
nope. Craig, you got this?
Dance?
No, that's wrong too. Sorry. That was a bad trumpet. I'm sorry. Wah, wah, wah. That's what I was looking for. Audience? Yoga pose. Well, they knew it because you guys said the other 2 answers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if I can give you a point on that one. That was easy. Next one's the whale spout. I don't know.
I'm assuming that's a yoga pose.
You would think so,
It's not?
but it's wrong. That's wrong. Oh no,
Wow.
Greg's. Uh-oh. Tosh, you want to answer?
Hairstyle?
Hairstyle's right. Okay.
The
I thought it was a
whale
yoga
spout?
pose too because it could be. You know, I don't know what it would look like,
No.
but it's like a noun.
You don't really want to know what it would look
I
like.
no. It'd be like a weird, awkward lotus. I feel like
Yeah.
upside down lotus, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
I need to get the
But it is a hairstyle. You got that correct. Next is pompadour. Craig,
Hairstyle.
that is a hairstyle. Do you know who typically wore that? Craig. Craig, you wear those. I think Chris Rhoden does. When he comes out later, you can see that.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's a
it's a little bit.
beautiful coif. It's good.
He does. He's got good hair.
This is the final one.
Final.
Thumbs on buzzers. Ragdoll. The ragdoll.
Dance. Ragdoll?
No. I'm sorry, Tosh. I'm sorry. Craig, do you want to answer? Could be anything. I know, right? It's like you have a plethora of options.
Hairstyle?
You can do it.
Nope. That was a yoga pose. And I found that on multiple websites, I promise you. So, excellent. Now, let's go to our quiz master, see how they did. How did they do, Ben?
Well, Nick, they both did too well. We do have a tie. So you know what that means.
Oh, no.
We have to move on to a tiebreaker. Now, luckily, we did roll a
no
dice
pockets.
backstage, so we know that Tosh is going to go first.
Good. That's okay.
So this tiebreaker we're going to move on to is called James Bond's Kill Count. Okay. Now, there are 7 James Bond films that have either the words kill, live, or die in them. One of those 3 words, kill, live, or die.
Out of 25 movies.
Out of
Just
25,
by
yes.
the way, just throwing it out there.
So we're going to go back and forth, starting with Tosh, and you have to name those films. Now, the first to repeat an answer or give an incorrect answer will be eliminated. All right, so those words again. The words...
It's very warm. You guys have no idea about the heat on these lights that come up. Beautiful.
Right,
though.
so
Okay.
the titles of James Bond movies with kill, live, or die in them. Tosh?
Octopussy.
I know that's Oliver's favorite movie. But
Now, which
That's
of
one of them, isn't it?
which of those 3 words is in that title?
let's make that like
I'm not sure you quite understood.
let's go back to explain it one more time.
So the title of the movie's name, must have the word kill, or live, or die. One of those 3 words is in the title. We'll give you one more chance.
Die Octopussy?
A valiant effort, but I'm sorry. No, that is incorrect.
Do you want to try a different one? Because I feel like this one's really tough.
Is it?
No, Craig
No?
needs to try.
Okay. They want you to do it. You guys got to do this one. Try a different movie. What?
Is it still my turn?
It's up to Ben.
I think Craig needs
Let's
one.
Craig.
give him a chance.
Craig, your turn.
Give Craig a chance.
Craig, do you have any idea?
Craig.
All right. Does the Living Daylights count?
Yes, it does. That counts.
7.
All right.
right,
So,
Todd.
see, it's not too hard.
What? Now that we
it's back
figured
to
it
me
out.
It's
again.
back to
Your turn
you,
now.
yep.
Whoever can't figure it out first.
Is there a Die Another Day?
Oh, there is. There is a Die Another Day.
You got this, Craig. All your friends want you to win. You got this.
Ah, crap.
I'm just here to apply pressure.
Kill, live, or die.
Can we phone a friend or anything?
Sorry. Later. That's fine. About an
Which
hour.
one did you say?
Die Another Day. That's the one I said.
3 seconds, Craig.
Live and Let Die? Is that?
Live and let die. That has 2 of them.
Wow!
All right, Tosh, it's your turn.
This is the final countdown. That was
That's
not
not
my
it.
answer.
No, Bond movies aren't my
It's have to
favorite.
be like the final countdown, live.
If Tomorrow Never Dies.
If you take off the if, I will accept
Wanna
that answer.
revise that?
Tomorrow never dies.
Seriously?
Tomorrow never dies. Yep. Seriously, it doesn't.
I was singing a Garth Brooks tune.
Well, you
I
did
just
it.
changed
You
the
pulled it
last
off.
word to dies.
I don't care how you did it. You did it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's your process, man.
That's it. I have peaked. There's no more after this.
All right.
All right, Craig,
this
your
is it.
turn.
I'm trying to think here.
You mean you didn't watch all the movies before you came? tonight? 3 seconds, Craig. What do you got?
We're still tied, though.
Well, it's up until one of you can't figure it out.
I think we figured that out already. We're literally guessing.
Ben,
This
you
is
call
terrible.
it. Ben, you
All
choose.
right.
What do you got?
We're
Two
gonna have to
grown men
call
who
it.
don't know James Bond films can name James Bond films.
Right.
I mean, you're doing good so far, but there's 4 more.
I can't believe that.
Ben, do you want to call it?
Do you give up? All
Give up.
right. So that means that Tosh is
What?
our winner for that round.
Oh, boo!
I know. For those
Congratulations, Tosh.
interested, the
how we
remaining
do it.
answers were "You Only Live Twice," "A View to Kill," and "License to Kill."
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
now you know it.
No.
Now you know it.
Never knew it.
We all know it now. That's awesome. Congratulations, guys. Now,
Well done.
back in the 80s, we had great things like men's crop tops, short shorts. Don't say ooh. Never mind. So, I didn't almost buy one. That was a lie. Men's crop tops, short shorts, suspenders, and acid-washed jeans. But we've taken all those things and we've ruined it. Ben, have you heard of the thing called the bromper?
I'm sorry. The what?
Bromper. It's pretty much where you take your shirt and your short shorts and you sew them together. But it's for guys. It's a romper for men.
A male romper. Wow.
It's a male romper. It's great. So, it's awful. I hate it. I don't want to wear one of those. So let's check in with our contestants real quick. So next, we're going to play a game about history, but let's see how they're doing. That was a rough tiebreaker. Tosh, did you collect anything in the 80s, like specific?
I had some Transformers.
Yeah? Like
Yeah.
the dolls or cards? I don't know.
Yeah, action
Were they
figures.
Definitely not dolls.
I don't
the
know.
act-
Look
you know
at me
the
right
action
now.
figures?
Look at me.
The action figures?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're
That's
blinded
cool.
by your suit right now.
Yeah? You
Having a
probably
hard time.
sell them a lot
Thinking
for a lot of money.
Transformers. The robots in disguise.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I've seen the movies. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
anyway, and Craig, same question. Did you collect anything specific in the 80s?
I actually collected the same thing.
What? Did you actually, or did you not collect anything at all?
No, I did.
Because I didn't. I was 3. So
Yeah.
It was weird.
Oh, and
So,
G.I. Joe's.
now-
G.I. Joe's was my thing, too.
And
Yeah, G.I.
Best.
Joe's.
So our next game we're calling.
Batman versus Tasers.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite games. All right, it's one of my favorites. So in this game, I'm going to give you two subjects, and I need you to answer with the subject that happened first. So the first thing, the one that happened first out of the two. So if it's a person, I need to know when they were born, and if it's a thing, I need to know when it was invented or created. Does that make sense? Sweet.
Yes.
Does it make sense? I'm going to give you two things, and you can tell me which one happened first.
I have an
Cool.
example.
That was easy. Do you want an example?
I can give you an example.
Let's give an
All right,
example.
so, for example, if we said the Sony CD player or the Rubik's Cube, one of those was created first, and the answer would be the Rubik's Cube, created 2 years earlier, in fact.
In 1980.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, cool. Now, buzz in for this round, and the winner will be that much closer to the final round at the end of the show. First, buzz in for this round is DNA fingerprinting or Michael Jackson's Thriller album. Which one happened first? Tosh?
DNA fingerprinting.
No.
Oh.
The album came out in 82, and fingerprinting came out the first, when they figured that out, when they put fingerprints on everyone's fingers, was in 84, okay? Next is CNN or MTV.
Oh.
Would that be MTV?
No. That's wrong. I mean, it's very close. To give you credit, it's very close. CNN, the first broadcast of CNN was in 1980, and the first broadcast of MTV was 1981. So very, very close. They're actually just a few months apart. Panasonic VHS camcorder or Prozac. Scott?
Camcorder.
Camcorder's correct.
Yeah.
Camcorder's right. That came out in 85, and Prozac, debuted in 87. Nintendo Game Boy or the Kodak disposable camera, the Fling. Ooh. That was the name of the camera. Josh?
I'm going to say Game Boy.
No. No. The Game Boy is only 1 year younger than I am, but you guys don't know how old I am. One person. Oh, you did the math. Good. I don't have a calculator on me right now, or I would. Anyway, the Game Boy was in 89, and the Fling was in 87. So the Fling was first. Next is Pac-Man, or the first artificial heart to be successfully implanted into a human. That happened in the 80s. Fake hearts. Pac-Man or the heart?
Would it be Pac-Man?
Pac-Man's correct. That's 1980, and the heart was 82. Next is Led Zeppelin broke up. The band broke up. I know, Tosh. You're in music. I'm sorry. I have no idea. That's heart. That's hard. Heart. That's hard. So Led Zeppelin breaking up, or the royal wedding of Prince Charles and Diana Spencer. Thanks. Tosh?
Led Zeppelin broke up.
Led Zeppelin did break up before the wedding, yes. That's 1980, and the wedding was just the next year, 1981. The very first PG-13 movie was released, or USA Today made the first nationwide newspaper. Correct?
Would be USA Today.
USA Today did come first. That was 82, and the first movie that was PG-13 was 84. Do you want to guess? Yeah. Do you know what the first PG-13 movie was?
Sweet 16.
No. I just have it here. I'm not that smart. Do you guys know what it is? No, that was Red Dawn. Red Dawn was the first PG-13 movie.
Red Dawn.
Number 8 is the final episode of MASH, or The Return of the Jedi. The final episode of MASH, or Return of the Jedi. Josh?
MASH.
MASH is right. That is 83. The movie came out only months later in May in 83 as well. Final episode of MASH, fun fact, is that was the only episode that 100 million Americans watched, making it the most watched episode ever. That's pretty cool. That's like multiple states watching it, I think, at the same time. Next is Back to the Future, or the Microsoft Windows computer.
Back to the Future?
Always go with Back to the Future. That was 1985, and the Windows actually came out in November later that year in 85, too. The Back to the Future was in July. This is the final one. This is the Phantom of the Opera opened, or the Berlin Wall falling. Josh?
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera is correct. The Berlin Wall fell the next year, because Phantom was in 88. All right, that was awesome. Congratulations, guys. Now, Ben, tell us how they did.
Both did very well, Nick, of course, but Tosh is the winner of that round.
Yes.
However, you know what that means. It means they both won one round. So we still have to have a tiebreaker.
Holy moly. But Tosh
won the first round as well? Oh, you're right, sorry.
I did. Thank you.
Never mind.
All right, cool. Awesome.
That was a
congratulations.
test. You all did very well.
I don't trust these results.
So that means...
I need to write things down. It's okay.
We write things. We have pens. It's rigged. It's rigged. Okay, so that means, Tosh, you're moving on to the final round at the end of the show.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Woo! Congratulations. Right? Yeah, clap, clap, clap. So, coming up, we will find out which of our contestants will play the final round of the next round and who will be the grand prize winner. Now, it's time to pay attention to the screen. We're going to do a Facebook audience question real quick. So everyone at home, pay attention. That's going to be fun. You're watching Hold On, I Know This from LkldTv, and we're going to be right back after this quick break.
All right, welcome back to Hold On, I Know This. Brought to you by the Ulysses Realty Group in Central Florida. I am Benedict Heaps, and thank you to everyone watching at home and to our studio audience with us here tonight. Now, actually, on Facebook, we have a winner so far. Barry Friedman is winning on Facebook. He's the man to beat if you're playing along. All right, and here's your host, Nick Allred.
I'm going to turn my voice on. I have to touch the wand to my throat. Thanks.
Where did MC Hammer go?
Oh, he left. He had to go. He had to get out of here. He was like burning up. He was burning up.
Burning
he was
up
melting.
for our love.
Yeah, it was like, anyway.
Hey, my adrenaline's kind of hot, too.
Anyway, well, I want to let everyone know, I want to thank everyone for sticking around. Welcome back. Everyone, it is absolutely actually time to tighten up your side ponies and apply those fake mustaches because we made it halfway. Okay. Now, next, our contestants are going to play a game of categories, okay? But first, let's meet everyone. First, we have Natalie Oldenkamp. Who knows that, Natalie? Now, you are a realtor / agent at Berkshire. Berkshire is it English? How do you say it in England?
Berkshire Hathaway.
Berkshire?
In England, you say Shire.
Shire.
No, you wouldn't.
Berkshire.
No? It's all Shire.
Sure.
You can say
Berkshire.
it anyway as long as you buy a house from me.
And Hathaway Home Services. And your opponent is Sylvana Knight.
Hello.
And it just happens she's also a realtor at Exit Realty of Lakeland. Now, that means it's going to be realtor against realtor. So watch out, and everyone in the splash zone, be careful.
Battle of the Realtor Stars.
That's what it is. Now, both of you guys dressed up. Do you guys want to show off a little bit?
Sure.
Let's do a little walk. You have a little walk. Give it up for him. All right, that's good. That's enough. That's fine. You guys look great. All right. Now, just to start us off, Natalie, I saw that you posted a picture of yourself when you worked at this little place. You guys might know about Hooters. Sporting a trucker hat, right? And you mentioned that you did it before it was popular, right?
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher got that from me.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure that's what Facebook does.
Right?
But did you have like a favorite a trend in the 80s that you just loved and did all the time, other than the trucker hat?
I hated the cars of the 80s after the 82 Corvettes, but I loved the one-hit wonder music, which was a lot of fun. I loved the party favors and Kokomo.
Yeah. That was good. And then, Sylvana, same question. Did you have any favorite trends of the 80s that you sported?
Oh, we used to go clubbing a lot, so
Yeah,
the
like
whole
raging?
hair on one side that covered one eye, shaved on one side, long on the other. So yeah.
So you guys were lit, weren't you?
Absolutely. We were legit.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
That's what the kids say, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Lit, turnt, all that weird, just noises at this point. So the first of you to win 2 games will move on to the final round at the end of the show. And our first game is titled
Three's a Crowd.
All right, so in this game, we played this before. This is one of my favorite ones. In this game, I will give you 3 different things, and I need you to answer what the group that category would fall into. Okay, so I'm going to give 3 different things, and I need the one thing that they would all hug together and be happy about. So, Ben, can we get an example?
So, if we said Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, and Good Morning... Right, yeah.
Movies!
Specifically,
Oliver Stone movies?
war movies. This is not a real question. This is just an example.
Like in the middle specific, not like too specific. Yeah.
So I think they get it. Yeah. Sounds like you understand.
Does that make sense? You guys go with that?
Buzzing in
Just
early.
happy with it?
We are.
Content?
We're good. Good.
Sweet. Okay, so buzz in for this round. If you're incorrect, your opponent will be able to steal the points if they're right, and you'll be that much closer to moving on to the final round if you win. Now, there's going to be 8 of these, okay? So the first one is Billy Gibson, Frank Beard, and Dusty Hill. Natalie?
Members of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top is correct.
Go you.
There we go. Starting off strong. That's good. Freestyles, Air Jordans, Chuck Taylors. Natalie?
Tennis shoes. Or sneakers or basketball shoes that you jump high with.
Yeah, that works. I was looking for types of shoes. Very specific.
Okay, it's working. Just checking.
Next is Dr. Peter Vinkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, or Dr. Egon Spiegler.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I would have put Winston, but I just wanted to put the doctors in there first. So, next is The Outsiders, Roadhouse, and Dirty Dancing. Sylvana.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. Movies. Okay, I love Patrick Swayze. I loved him So much. Anyway, so...
Wow.
That's not in the script. Not that. I mean, I never knew him. But I just, from afar, you know.
6 degrees
So,
of Patrick Swayze.
next is Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Sean Connery. Sylvana?
James Bond.
James Bond. Actor. Yeah, that's good. Next is Galaga, Centipede, Frogger. Natalie?
Video games.
Those are all video games. Specifically arcade games, but we'll give it to you. That's fine. That's good. Jesse, Danny, Joey. Natalie?
People on Full House.
Specifically, who are they?
The drummer from the Beach Boys, dude.
John Stamos.
We'll give it to you because you're right. But I was just looking for it's the Full House guys or the dudes.
Yeah, he split
Yeah.
the point.
All right, this is the last one. Jacqueline Smith, Kate Jackson, and Farrah Fawcett. Natalie?
Charlie's Angels.
It's just delayed. That's all it is. I turned down the reaction on yours over here. I have a little box. You don't see it. It's invisible. Okay, so that was awesome. Excellent, you guys. Now let's go to our quizmaster Benedict Heaps for a see how they did.
All right, they both did very well, but Natalie was the winner of that round.
Yeah.
Well done.
Whew. I was worried it was going to be another tiebreaker. I get stressed out about a tiebreaker. So, next, our contestants will play a game that will help us explain and spell out some of our most popular movie plot lines. But first, let's see how they're doing. Now, so, Sylvana, real quick, what movie have you seen the most? For example, mine is When Harry Met Sally. I've probably seen that the most times out of any movie I've ever seen.
Oh, The Godfather.
Like 100 times. The
Yeah.
Godfather.
Godfather. Yep.
Ooh. Just gives me an opportunity to do like an Al Pacino impression now.
That's right.
Oh. 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 Ooh. That's all I got.
Leave the
Someone give me out.
gun.
Can
Leave the
someone give me
gun.
a-
Take the cannolis.
Someone give me a cappuccino. Okay, stop having fun. Stop having fun now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is sorry, gotta get Natalie in there. Natalie, same question. What's the movie that you've seen the most times?
Since 1979 at Grove Park Theater, I think I've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show probably 300 times.
Yes. And that's coming back soon. They're gonna start rehearsals for that soon at the is that the theater across the lake? Is that right?
The Polk.
The Polk Theater is doing the Rocky Horror. That's awesome. Make sure you see that. So, next game is called...
Oh, sorry. That's me. Hashtag explain a film badly.
So this is one of my also favorite. I filled this show full of all my favorite games. In this game, I will read an actual tweet, and you will answer with the movie that tweet is trying to explain. Okay? So the idea is that explain a film badly, it's poorly explained movie plots, and I'm going to read them to you, and you tell me what movie I'm trying to talk about.
But we were at the clubs, not the movies.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. They're all 80s movies, and I know them all. Okay,
That's a
so
long time ago.
let's get an example from Ben.
All right, so if we said California's governor dresses up like a human and time travels from the future to kill a waitress. Yes? What would it be, Natalie?
Oh, Terminator.
Oh, either one.
Yeah.
Terminator.
That is right.
That's right.
So does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Makes sense now. So great. Please buzz in for this round. If you're wrong, your opponent will have the chance to steal, and the winner will be that much closer to moving on to the final round. Now, Ben, who won the last round? That was Natalie, correct? Now, if you win this one, you will move on to the final round. Sylvana, you have to win this, or we have to go to an 80s theme party and wear a couple's costume.
Okay,
But
MC.
you can pick the costume.
Okay.
I was gonna say I get to pick the costume, but you wouldn't like that.
Actually, you were more Vanilla Ice, but okay.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's what I didn't find a Vanilla Ice outfit at Party City specifically. It's just be a wife beater and just jeans or something. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Again, we encourage everyone on Facebook to play along, please. The first question or tweet is 2 siblings that have the hots for each other fight space Nazis. 2 siblings that have the hots for each other fight space Nazis. Natalie?
So one of the Star Wars.
Star Wars, yes. If you want to get specific with it, I think it's Empire. I'm pretty sure it's Empire, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Good one. Good job.
There's a lot of them. Next is, a kid screws up history while his mom falls in love with him. Silvana?
The Terminator? Or 2? I don't know. Oh, no! Back
Natalie?
to the Future.
Should we give it to her?
Why not?
Let's give it to
Why
her.
not?
Fine, whatever. Next is, a young girl leaves her family and trades her voice for the first guy she meets.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid's right.
I was thinking. Sorry.
You're getting a lot of pushback from the audience.
I didn't know animated ones were included. So, okay.
I think it was 87 or 89.
It was.
Okay, next is, Robert Downey Jr. and Anthony Michael Hall create an alien woman who is not their type. Silvana?
It's the model, Kim Cattrall. What's her name?
I think that's her name. What?
Mannequin?
Mannequin? No. You're on the right track, though. Natalie?
Weird Science?
Weird Science is right.
Kelly LeBrock. Do I get a double bonus?
My daughter is going to disown me.
Next is an old... The next one is an old man pretends to teach teenager boy karate to make him do chores. Silvana?
Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid. A guy wakes up on February 2nd. A guy wakes up on February 2nd. A guy wakes up on February 2nd. Natalie?
Groundhog Day?
Groundhog's Day. There's this very angry woman in the audience with you.
I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie.
I actually haven't.
A professor and bartender embark on a quest for a face-melting box. Natalie?
Face Off? No, that's
No.
the 90s.
Yeah, that's 90s.
Sorry.
A professor and a bartender embark on a quest for a face-melting box. Think like John Williams or something.
John,
3 seconds.
No.
Natalie?
Cocktail?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Audience?
I was thinking that. Lost Ark!
That's right. Okay,
Who was the
audience
bartender?
points.
Yeah, who was the
Audience, you get a
bartender?
point. What?
Oh, yeah! We are terrible.
You guys are doing great. This is very funny. This is great. This is awesome. Okay, next is a man buys a singing rabbit from Chinatown. Rabbit gets wet and breeds lizards. Lizards destroy the town. I'll do it again. Man buys singing rabbit from little China dude. Rabbit gets wet. You know, just a
Was
little
this
bit
just
of...
a dream, or did this really happen?
Yeah.
I think it was, and then it became a movie. Rabbit gets wet and breeds lizards. Lizards then destroy the town. Natalie? I almost said the answer.
What, Godzilla?
No.
That's a 60s.
Almost. I mean, that's close.
But I think
that's,
they remade
that's
it.
not the same decade, though. Silvana?
I have no
Do you guys remember that little Furby doll thing? Remember that?
Gizmo. Wait a minute.
Gremlins.
Gremlins. I said Gizmo first. I said Gizmo. My point.
All right, next.
Half and half.
No, my point.
Audience,
All
Not Sharon.
audience, please try to refrain from shouting out answers or giving hints, though. Please.
All right, next. Teen steals friend's car and lies about a grandparent dying so he can skip school in Chicago.
I did it first.
Silvana.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Next, a young boy befriends a creature with a skin condition trying to get home. No, Natalie?
Elephant Man?
E.T.
E.T.'s right. There we go. All right, Ben, how'd they do?
Oh, they both did superbly, Nick. Silvana won that round. Which, for real this time, does mean we have to go into a tiebreaker.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I hope this one works.
All right. You have a preference?
The second one.
Okay. All right. We are going to go back and forth. Now, we tossed a coin back. Or no, we rolled the dice last time. So you don't need your buzzers for this one.
Right?
Sylvana will go first, yes.
Okay.
Now, the question is...
So we don't need these, right?
We do not need those, no.
Thankfully.
What are the colors on a Rubik's Cube?
Now, can I preface this before they start? The way this works is that who got the die?
Sylvana.
Sylvana, you'll go first, and then Natalie, you'll name another one, and then Sylvana, you'll name another one, and then does that make sense? Okay, I'm just making it clear. It was a little confusing before. Okay, so continue. Sorry.
All right, Sylvana, what is one of the colors on a Rubik's Cube?
Blue.
That's true. Natalie.
Red.
Yes.
Yellow.
Yes.
Green.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Black.
No,
I
I'm
never
sorry.
played
The last color was orange. All right,
I mean,
Sylvana,
Sylvana
well
won.
done.
All right, we're going to take a quick break while our contestants get ready for the final round. And after the break, we are going to talk to Christopher Rhoden from Talk 1430 and Talk 96.7 and Man in the AM. We'll be right back with this quick break, guys. Thank you so much.
I know.
Today I'm gonna go interview Lakeland 24 Fit Club. Like, I wanted to show these guys that I could like find stuff that they might not know about Lakeland and put it out there just so we can get the ball rolling on some new ideas. Plus, it doesn't hurt that, you know, I'm a little bit in shape, so I figured I could hang okay.
We're out here with LkldTv and Lakeland 24 Fit Club with Irene Roberts. A little bit of one of the group administrators here helping to do all the workouts. We're going to ask you some questions about the group. So what's up with Lakeland 24 Fit Club?
Well, we started this. Well, I didn't start it. I actually had a coach before me. They were Coach Chuck and Jen. They actually made this whole group, and I seen it on Facebook like everyone else seen it as a free fit club. So I came for my first time. I met Chuck and Jen, and they so happened to move away, and we were so motivated by them like starting this. We continued it as a group.
That's what I'm talking about. Enjoy your town. This is some of the free, cool stuff we got going on in Lakeland, like Lakeland 24 Fit Club. I'm going to be out here sweating it up with these guys, having a grand old time. You get to see me dying on the floor along with everybody else, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it.
I had the typical guy problem to where I've been focusing on my upper body a lot, and then they were doing a lot of stuff like squats and jumping squats and clapping squats. I was not ready for that many squats, and they did a lot of them. And, you know, when you're having fun and you're working through the pain and you're sweating, you know, you can look a little bit crazy. And I think they got me on camera looking like that a little bit, and that was a genuine shot. They work hard out there. They work a lot harder than I thought I did. I honestly thought I was going to breeze through it. Like, I was going to be able to film, no sweat, you know. We get this one in the books, and everyone has a good time. We go home. I had to push to make it through that thing, man. That was rough for a while, but yeah, they surprised me. They're a good group. The work was hard. It was surprisingly hard. I think everyone was just really surprised at just how much fun you can have, you know, working that hard, especially with a bunch of strangers, and strangers that want to see you succeed too. So this was a really cool find, and I'm glad I got them on Facebook and we got this segment shot, because I think people are going to enjoy it, and I hope they go check it out.
I'm Travis for LkldTv.
And this is Lakeland 24 Fit Club.
And this is
Lakeland.
Oh, boy. Welcome back again to Hold On, I Know This. Pay attention, come on. This is Lakeland Live's Hour of TV, of puzzles, word games, and trivia, filmed in front of a live studio audience and streamed to audiences everywhere on Facebook. And we have a winner of our last round on Facebook, and that was Ashley Walden. Congratulations to Ashley. Well done. All right, and now here is your host, Nick Allred.
All right, thank you, Ben. Thank you, everybody. So before we found out that Silvana and Tosh are moving on to the final round at the end of the show, which is awesome. Give a round of applause for them. They're in the back, getting ready. And we'll find out in a little bit who's going to go home with a big prize. Okay. Now, but first, let's welcome our very special guest from Mayhem in the AM and Talk 1430 and Talk 96.7. Please welcome Chris Rhoden. Now, thank you so much, Chris, for being here. You're awesome.
So glad to be here.
You're so cool. Look at this coiffed of hair, guys. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this coiffed. You're awesome. I'm glad you're here. So you interview, right? You interview on the radio people all the time.
We talked to one of my favorites last week, SNL's Bobby Moynihan, Drunk Uncle. Anybody?
Yep.
Yes. I got to talk to him last week. That was a lot of fun.
That's so cool that you got to do that. That's crazy. So do you have like a favorite person that you've interviewed other than Bobby?
Bobby Moynihan is definitely up there. We talked to Kyle Mooney from SNL. Anyone in the comedy. We just talked to Jay Thomas, who just passed away yesterday. We talked to him a couple of years ago. Great interview. Really nice guy. We talked to, there's been some not so fun ones, which I'll gladly talk about. Talked to Senator Rubio, who's kind of a, yeah. He was very political, I'll say that. Very cut and dry, so.
I was going to ask you if there was anyone you didn't like.
Yeah, that would be. It was.
Is there anything that you like? Is there something that you enjoy the most about talking to strangers and things?
Yeah, I love. Since I was a little kid, I love stories. So I just like to hear people's stories. I love interviewing. Last week we got to interview a local person, a teacher that I knew and know who was just kind of finished a battle with cancer, and his main objective to get out of the chemo treatment was to get back to his classroom because all he cares about is his kids. So just stories like that. I like bringing that kind of stuff because we all know the stories that are shown to us every night on the news. And it can be very depressing, and I don't like that kind of stuff. We have to talk about it because you have to talk about it. But I like those kind of stories.
Cool. That's awesome. So I know that you're on the radio, but do you have any hard feelings about like podcasts or things like that?
No, we actually have our sister station, Max 98.3. They do a podcast, which I do that. Cool. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Cool.
NPR, Serial. I mean, that's great stuff. Any kind of
Serial is good.
Yeah, Serial's great.
I love podcasts as well. I only listen to NPR now, basically. Sorry.
Yes, NPR.
Because I'm better than everyone.
Even though it's my enemy, I still love NPR. Yes. Radio.
I was curious. Since I was thinking about it, I was like, since you interview so many people, do you have, and you've met so many people with different voices, do you have like different, do you do any impressions? Because I know that you act as well. Do you do any impressions?
I got to tell you, this is the greatest audience, okay? Of all the quiz shows in Lakeland, I got to tell you, this is not a fake quiz show. So great to be here. Isn't Nick Allred just the greatest trivia host you've ever seen, okay? There's nothing fake about this guy, okay? Randy Borden, okay? Crooked Randy. We're going to get him out of here. The crooked Lakeland TV media, out of here. We're going to do it.
I actually got to do...
So no, you don't do any impressions.
No. One of my favorite...
He's doing an impression right now.
Yeah. One of my other favorite memories, I got to interview Paula Deen.
What? Really?
And I got to do my impression of Paula Deen for Paula Deen.
Oh, man.
We had like a Paula Deen off, and I was like, "Oh, honey, no. Put mayonnaise on your sandwich. I'm your cook, not your doctor. Oh, my God, y'all. He's crazier than a sprayed roach." So that was memorable.
Oh, that's awesome. I can only do like a Christopher Walken impression.
That is the basic startup.
Yeah, that's the basics.
I did get to meet Dr. Cosby before the scandal. And that was like a dream come true for me because I grew up watching his show and loved his comedy. My friends were all listening to NSYNC and rap, and I was like the 12-year-old kid going to the comedy section getting Bill Cosby albums. And getting to meet him was really cool before the scandal, like I said.
Yeah.
And I was going to try and do my, like, Mr. Cosby, how so good to have you on the show. But I was like, hi, Mr. Cosby. So I didn't get to do that for him like I wanted to.
I think mine's just like, the ends.
Of course, you
My
know.
friends.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I know this.
Hold
It's
on.
your starter
you know.
impression, right?
You're crazy. It's just, yeah. I just like saying the Mondegreen for the Bob Dylan song. It's just like, my ends are my friends. They're blowing in the wind. You know, it's hard to, because usually when you do impressions, it's like a formula of some kind. It's like,
Absolutely.
it's like Bill Clinton is a young Matthew McConaughey. It's like, you know, it's like, the last. No, I can't even do it. I'm still stuck in Christopher Rhoden land right now. So, yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you could do that. That was great.
Hey, no rush, y'all. We all like to have fun, right? Yeah. Hey, the '90s were great, weren't they? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Now just make him younger. Now just make him younger, and it'll be Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Can you do the line from Magic Mike when he's like?
I've never seen Magic Mike. And I'm not.
The law said,
you know, it's no shame on you that you have.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either.
You.
I've only seen that one part when he's like, when he's just try to say this. He says, the law says there's no touching, but I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. It's just
That's
like,
great. I like that.
Yeah, it's just
barely
barely speak and sound like a lion. That's all you have to do. All right, so we're delighted that you're here.
So glad to be here.
It's awesome.
Is this a lot of fun?
It's amazing.
Isn't this awesome that Lakeland has
this is a lot of fun.
And yeah,
it's amazing. But we did choose you to come here for a Hold On, I Know This challenge. Are you ready?
I am indeed ready.
You ready? Now, since you are on the radio, I devised a secret plan to make a music quiz because a talk radio quiz is really hard. Okay. So, what happens is, the way we're going to do this is if you do well enough in this quiz, a person from the audience will win a prize that you've brought, which is a, and we'll also let you know that you also get a Lakeland Live Magical 8-Ball and a swag bag from Max 98.3 that Chris brought full of merchandise from the station.
All the free station merch you could get. Pins and koozies and magnets and the wazoo.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
It helps to have the key to the prize closet at the radio station.
I asked him for it, and he was like, sure, it's fine. So, Ben, who's he playing for?
All right, we'll find out. Everyone have your tickets ready, please.
Wait.
I'll give you a few seconds.
I got this. We got this. It's in my pocket somewhere. I know it's somewhere. Oh, no.
All right. Ticket number 073167.
Oh, my. We're... Oh, so you didn't win. Okay. Who won? Who won? In the back? Come on. Well, you don't have to come up here. That's fine. You can stay where you are. That's fine.
This is Jay Gallman. This is the teacher I interviewed last week. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Gallman.
Sweet. This is awesome.
I apologize. I forgot you were coming tonight.
So what's his name?
Jay Gallman. This is the teacher that just recently won the fight against cancer and is back in his classroom with his kids every day.
All right, cool. All right. So if he does well enough, you're going to win a prize from the studio and the station. Okay, that was the line where I was supposed to do the radio is hard joke. Okay, so, though, in this game, I will give you a name of a popular band or group from the 80s specific, though I have actually replaced the name with the opposite name for the band.
Okay.
So it's an antonym.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call them. So if I said Revelations, I would be looking for...
Genesis.
There we go. That's right. All right, so I got 70s for you. If you do well enough, he's going to win some sweet...
Hope I don't let you down, Jay.
Cheese and stuff. All right, so first one is AA Bottom.
One more time?
AA Bottom.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top is right. Swords and Thorns.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Antidote.
Poison.
Poison's right. There you go. King.
Queen.
Queens, right there we go. Women at home.
Men at work.
Men at work.
Who can it be now?
Yeah. Brunette.
Blondie.
Blondie. And there's the last one. Princess.
The purple one himself. Prince.
Prince is
Rest
right.
in peace. Rest in peace.
I always ended on like a sad one. I don't know why I do that. Every time. Like, man. Okay, so Ben, how did Chris do? I know that was kind of rough.
Oh, he got them all right, including the example. So, yeah, I think he wins the prize.
I was born in 88, so I don't remember the 80s.
Me too.
But my parents lived the 80s throughout the 90s. They never let go.
Yeah.
So I knew all of the music.
I feel you there. That was the same situation I had.
They
It was
never let
weird.
go.
It never goes away. So congratulations. Congratulations. Back in the back there.
Congratulations, Jay.
You got, in that bag, you have swag from the station, and you have a Lakeland Live Magical 8-Ball. So use the 8-Ball every day. It's magic. It's special. And everyone, congratulations to back there. Congratulations to all the everyone on Facebook that was answering. And everyone should check out Chris on the radio. Follow him on Facebook right away. You want to do it. Give it up for a special guest, Christopher Rhoden.
Thank you, guys. It's a lot of fun.
Everyone should check him out as soon as possible. We're going to be right back after a quick break and find out who our grand prize winner is. You guys are watching Hold On, I Know This from Lakeland Live.
Hello, Lakeland TV. Why are we here? We're here because we care so much about the people of Lakeland. We care about the stories. We want to share what we know to be a great community. Lakeland is a gorgeous place to live, and one of the pieces of our mission is to capture these beautiful images of nature and the lakes and the parks and all these places that you can go and enjoy. And so we know people are stuck behind desks and they're staring at screens all day. And we want to show you and inspire you that when you do get a chance to put the phone down, you'll be able to see what's out there in your own backyard.
We look for things that are happening in our town, in our community. Sometimes you'll see one of our stories, we'll talk about maybe a Circle B or a place that isn't technically in Lakeland, but it's important to people who live in Lakeland. We're looking for the things that are happening right in our town that matter to the people who live here. We've done a couple of hundred stories at this point, and I love so many of them. One we did just recently was on a longtime city employee who did a lot of work with planning and historical development. And it was the kind of story that you might think would be kind of dry and dull. And the way we told that story, it was interesting. It was delightful. People love the story. Have come up to me at meetings in the street, tell me how much they like that story, because everything we do at Lakeland TV, we look for that story to tell about something.
Stories have the ability to connect you with your community in a way nothing else does. You can watch a story and see yourself in someone else. You can be inspired by the ways in which they're different, and you can also see the ways in which you're alike. One of the things I'm most proud of here is our crew, the crew that we were able to put together. It's this diverse group of people. They come from all different walks of life, and they bring all these different stories to the table. And the one thing that we all have in common is passion. We're passionate storytellers.
We all come into work and do all these things in this collaborative and creative and talented way. Every time I walk by one of the rooms where somebody's working, somebody is either working by themselves or with a couple of people on getting something right and on a finishing touch and on telling the story just right. It's such a joy for me to be part of this team to help manage what we're doing. So Lakeland TV has spent almost a year now building out this model of Lakeland storytelling, of going out of the community and telling stories. So what's next for us is to start building out the shows that we want to do. So we're working now on shows in the studio that we want to bring people in to help tell the story of Lakeland and do that in a way that's interesting and entertaining and informative. How can people support Lakeland TV? That's a great question. There's 3 easy things people can do. They can share our stories, the ones that we're already telling. They can send us information about stories they think need to be told, about things that they've seen out there that we haven't found yet. And of course, we can help all the businesses and the groups out there with their mission and their efforts by advertising around our story.
All right, we're back, guys, to the live taping of Lakeland TV's Hold On, I Know This, brought to you by Ulysses Realty Group in Central Florida. I'm your host, Nick Allred, Quizmaster Benedict Heaps. Congratulations to our Facebook winners, whoever they are. Do we have any answers yet?
No, we don't yet.
We don't have any winners quite yet. We have to get those tabulated still. But now it is time to find out tonight's winner, okay? Our final game is titled Who's Been This Time? So let's bring back our contestants and our winners, Tosh Sargent and Silvana Knight. Welcome back. And it is time for me to hand it over to my fabulous co-host, Benedict Heaps.
All right.
Take it away.
So guys, in this game, I'm going to recite some quotes from popular 1980s movies, and I need you to, thank you, and I need you to buzz in with the answer with the movie that quote is from. So for example, if we said, but these go to 11, we would be looking for, this is...
But can you say it in like an English accent? Because it's an English character, that's all.
Did I not? But these go to 11.
These go to Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap
Spinal
would have
Tap,
been
sure.
correct, yes. All right, so makes sense, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Good, all right, we're going to buzz in for this round. If you are incorrect, your opponent will have the chance to steal, and the winner from tonight will win their very own Lakeland Live Magical 8-Ball and a Max 98.3 swag bag from our special guest, Christopher Rhoden. All right, are we ready to begin?
We are. Let's do this.
Quote number 1. We're on a mission from God.
The Blues Brothers.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Ooh, for extra bonus points, do you know who said that?
Dan Aykroyd, I think.
Dan
said
Aykroyd.
that,
I'm going to give you half a point for every one that you get one of those right.
Okay. Next. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
See, I got it this
Do
time.
you know who?
Oh, Indiana Jones said that.
Yeah, I guess so. I think so. I think you're right.
Harrison Ford before he became president, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. He gets a half a point. No, he doesn't.
Sorry, you don't know. Presidents are something that we do here in America. We elect them.
Oh, it's like a queen.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
But did
like
you get
a
the
queen,
popular vote
except the
or
queen
the
has less
electoral
cool
college?
hand
Which
gestures.
one? I don't know.
All right, next up. What's happening, hot stuff?
Pretty Woman.
No.
No.
No. Silvana?
Ghostbusters. I don't know.
Audience?
Good one.
16 Candles is correct. There you go.
Candles.
Do you know
Oh,
who said
that
the
was-
line? Long
Yeah.
duck dong.
Dong, duck, dong.
Ducky. Yeah.
He's the reason why I want everyone to say the character name.
Yes.
Next. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's right.
Who said it?
Oh, Jessica said it.
Jessica.
So bad at this game.
You're fine. You're doing great.
This is fantastic.
Lots of choices left.
You're doing fabulous.
Yeah, you're.
Next. If you build it, he will come.
Field of Dreams.
Very good.
Do you know who said it?
Ray.
It was. Ray, well, how do you say his last name? Layman? Oh, Cancella? Oh. I thought it was...
Sure.
It was a baseball player.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure. There we go.
That sounds good. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Next.
I'll have what she's having.
When Harry Met Sally.
Favorite movie? Who said that?
Lainey Kazan.
Wow, you know what her name... I'm impressed.
Who was Billy Crystal's mother, wasn't it?
No, it was Rob Reiner's mom.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it actually happened on accident.
I get a half a point for that, right?
Yes. You get half a point.
Quarter.
We're
Give
just
me a
throwing
quarter.
points around in
Something.
this round.
Anything.
All right. Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Airplane?
Yes.
There we go.
Do you know who said it?
No, I don't.
That's okay. In the IMDb list, her name is Jive Lady. That's just her
Lady.
name.
She had no other roles after that?
Nope.
That's great.
Her only skill is jive.
Jive. Good for her.
It's in the hole.
Caddyshack?
That's right. Who said
one.
it?
I have no idea.
Ooh, do you know what his name is in the movie?
I don't know. Chevy Chase? I don't know.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Murray.
I think Tosh. Let's give Tosh that one.
Wait a minute. I got that right.
I stole it. Everybody gets a point.
Next up. I'm a ghost with the most, babe.
Ghost? No.
Casper?
No.
Can I steal back? No?
No.
Not Ghostbusters? No.
Does the audience know?
Ghost Dad?
Hold on.
Maybe I didn't say it gravelly enough.
What was this?
What?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe. Is that better?
Scrooged? I don't know. Beavis and Butthead.
No.
What are you doing?
But he sounds like Beavis and Butthead, though. I think. He's like.
What is it?
Audience?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
What?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
That was your Beetlejuice impression?
Yes.
Well, he sounds like Beavis. I think that's how he got the voice, because he just did a Beavis and Butthead voice. He's just like.
No, Beetlejuice came before Beavis and Butthead, though, didn't it?
Well, then it was the other way around then.
Okay, that's right. We'll just
It was
go with
definitely
that.
the other way around.
Beetlejuice.
Clearly, it was the other way around.
All right, this is the last one.
Michael Keaton, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have a
Come
point,
on
right?
now. Come on.
I'm rigging them slowly, like a disease. I'll take over.
You're not
eventually.
stealing it.
All right, this is it. Last one. Goodbye for now. Nanu nanu.
Mork.
The name of the...
Mindy.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy.
Oh.
Said by Mork.
That was a movie?
It was a TV show. Robin
was a TV
Williams,
show,
so you can't
technically.
steal it.
I object.
Tough, I already answered.
Put in an objection. Is that...
Yeah, you are right. That was a
No.
TV show. But we're still going to do
Hey.
it.
That's right.
But we still used it, though.
So,
It
Nick,
should have been a movie.
how
Okay.
did they do?
They did pretty good. That was close. It was, kind of. But it looks like we have to say goodbye to Tosh. I'm sorry. But congratulations to Silvana! Yes. Enjoy your prize. And a shout out to everybody that was playing on Facebook with us tonight and for answering the most questions correctly. Thank you so much. That's our show, guys.
That is it. So did everyone have a great time tonight? Good. Thank you so much for playing. Now, for more information, find us on Facebook. Come and see us live to be a contestant or visit lakelandlive.com/hold on.
I would like to thank our Facebook audience for watching online at home, and I would like to thank everybody that's in the room with us right now, you guys.
You guys.
And I would like to thank our awesome quizmaster, Benedict Heaps.
Thank you. I would like to thank our puzzle writer and the creator of Hold On, I Know This, Nick Allred.
Thank you so much to our home in Studio B and the hard-working production staff that is in the room right now of LkldTv and Ulysses Realty Group, specializing in property management and is a commercial real estate broker in Central Florida. And from Frescoes, who is actually downtown with us later, doing the after party with us immediately after the show tonight. This is Lakeland TV's Hold On, I Know This, and we're going to see you guys next month.